This is ADOM, and we're going to continue the adventures of OrcyStab the Orc Assassin. And before we start, there's been another version update. We're now on version 3.0.6. So last time we were on version 2 point something. So there's been a big content update. I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to affect our save game or not, or whether you'd have to start a new game for all that to follow through. But we might find out. So let's carry on and load the game. OrcyStab. So let's just remind ourselves of where we are. So we're in the puppy cave on level 3. We've got decent stats, strength of 18, toughness of 18, but we've got some passable armour, and I'd like a better weapon, but we've got a decent shield, which is good. We've got some bracers, we've got a cursed short bow, which is a slight problem, but we've got plenty of arrows. And I think we were having issues. I think I healed. I think I prayed for healing quite a lot of times. So if I use the holy symbol, you pray. Yeah, I don't get the you feel comfortable, which is a pity, which is what I'd like to see. Oh, I get you feel hungry instead. How are we doing for food? We got plenty of food. So let's eat one of the big, heavy, large rations. And I think it's time to continue downwards, I guess. Let's go see what we find. So that's a simple goblin rock thrower, nice and straightforward. I think we've got healing now as well, haven't we? Hang on. Yes, we've got healing now. We've only got 17 points in it. So we could do levelling that up a little bit, but that should help us gain health faster while we're just wandering around the dungeon. A leather cap. Got a hood. Is it likely to be better than a hood? It can't be worse than 0, can it? But it could be, but it probably isn't. 0 + 1. Perfect. That's a little bit more armour. We missed that. Was that locked? So we've got detect traps. So let's give a few goes of that. I like giving it 10 goes when I haven't got it trained up very much. So that's an orc, should be able to deal with that. What's that? A bandit should be a problem. An orc should be a problem. Just get in the corridor so only one of them can attack us at once. Oh, and a large ration. Excellent. I should probably be training bows a bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Control W? Yeah. So we're in level 2 with bows. We're in level 6 with axes. So let's try and get our bow skill up a bit. Because you never know. Well, that's a pretty good start. Kobold Trapmaster. What on earth is a Kobold Trapmaster? Could that be a new enemy type? Trapmaster, that worries me. Oh, there we go. There's a spear trap there. Do you think he placed that trap? Oh, this is quite exciting. This is... oh my god. A gush of water suddenly hits you. Your medium shield rusts. Your scroll of information is totally drenched. Your scroll of warning is totally drenched. 2 other scrolls are totally drenched. Right, let's get out of this room. Wow. So that Kobold Trapmaster must have laid that spear trap and that water trap. And that water trap has caused us a big problem. Because that was a very nice shield and now it's rusty. Which I don't think is immediately a problem. But I think it puts it in danger of just falling apart if something hits it. But unless we've got some... like a potion of rust removal. Don't know what we have. Okay, so that could be a problem, but there's nothing we can do about it at the time being, so... I don't think I've got another shield, have I? No. So I would quite like to find another shield before that breaks. That's what we've got here. So maybe we should be checking these things. A were rats, that's okay. A large bat, a goblin berserker. Right. Let's just dispatch whatever the were rat's going to summon, which will just be rats. Okay, so nothing else that way. What is that? A rattling warrior. So this is probably somebody to test our bow skill on. You miss. You hit. The bows can be quite powerful, especially for monsters that you don't want to get too close to. So let's make sure we train it up a bit. Goblin slave master zombie. Gone. Kobold. Gone. Doing good work with this bow. Oh, is that an arrow? Yep. Another large ration. Oh, we found the stairs. So let's just have a quick look, see what's going on in this room. Not much. Ooh, what is that? That's a homunculus. Easily dispatched. Okay, so we're in a decent state here. We're at full health. Our main problem is the rusty shield. I'll pray a little bit for luck. Let's head downstairs. Oh my god. That's a cobra. I'm going to run away from that. No, this is a cavern level. Oh god, that's a swordsman. Oh, I was going to say, that is hugely lucky. I was going to say what we're doing is just looking for the downstairs, that's all we want to do. And we found them straight away. Those big cavern levels can be very dangerous because you can get stuck between monsters or surrounded, which is very dangerous. As it is, we can make short work of those two that followed us down. And now this is the bottom of the puppy cave. And that is a cute dog corpse. So our quest was the tiny girl in Torino asks you to bring back her puppy dog from the dungeon to the northeast. Well, I think we found her puppy dog, but it hasn't done well. But we'll pick up its corpse. It might be useful, you never know. So let's see what else is down here. That was a goblin. A secret door. Okay, it's a carnival lizard. You have to attack these with missile weapons. Otherwise you get cursed. Ooh, 96 stones metal boots. Now that sounds promising. We've got leather boots. Let's get rid of those and replace them with mithril boots. Which is, yeah, they're a little bit better. Plus 2 points of armour, minus 1 point of defence. That's a bit better. Ooh, and it's time to eat a large ration. What are we going to find? So that is a giant spider. Let's try and kill this before it gets to us. I don't want any more problems with poisoning, if I can help it. Let's go this way. And what on earth is that? A cave lizard. These things can be quite tough from what I remember. But we softened it up with the arrows. What's that? A mace. That is a black hurfling. Ah, so that was a skill increase in the bows, that's good. Goblin Chieftain Corpse, we can eat those, can't we? Yeah. A little tough, but tasty nonetheless. Let's go see what's in the rest of the level. Okay, that's a dark room. I'm going to avoid that. I don't like dark places. So this is from that, hopefully, single spider. Here we go. So when we entered this level, it said you feel excited. And that means that there's a vault on the level, which is basically a big room or big section of corridors with a lot of monsters in it. Oh, green potion, I wonder what that is. Is there any point picking up any more of this food? No, because large rations are so heavy. I might just eat the orc corpse. There we go. So we've just seen quite a few orcs, so I suspect we're going to see a few more. So this must be an orc-based vault, which is good news for us because orcs aren't too tough, and we should be able to deal with them relatively easily, he says. Famous last words, but we'll see how it goes. And we should pick up, it's an opportunity to pick up lots of nice loot. Might pick that up. Like all these potions and gems. Right, I'm going to pick up that wooden shield. I would not normally bother with what I suspect is a rubbishy wooden shield. But in case our shield breaks, that'll be the only shield we have. Level 10. So I was going to increase healing a little bit, which should just which should just help us out. What else have we got? You can increase alchemy. I quite like alchemy. Oh, alertness is useful. We've got lots of very useful skills, and assassin is a very good class. So alchemy, alertness, archery. I like the look of all of those. What else we've got? Detect traps is kind of useful. Dodge is useful, but we're quite close to the maximum there. First aid is quite useful, especially if we keep on getting poisoned. Okay, so let's go with a bit of alertness. Let's go with a bit of detect traps. And let's go with a bit of archery, because we've got this bow. We're doing good things with this bow. Shimmering potion. I'll also eat an orc corpse while I'm here. Don't continue. Yeah. Yes. So we're burdened and satiated now, which will slow us down a little bit, but I think in this situation we're okay. We're still at full health. Black helmet, interesting. What helmet do we have at the moment? That leather cap's okay. Let's stick with the leather cap. I can't remember what a black helmet is. Maybe I should try it. Oh, I'll pick up that piece of dry meat. Ooh, sneak it up behind me, eh? Oh, I didn't pick it up. What was it? Black helmet. Wow, those are fantastic stats. Orcish helmet. So it reduces our perception stat by 2, but that's not a huge problem, especially for +3, +2. We'll have that, thank you very much. Now that was an excellent find. I started to find a decent weapon. Or some better armour. Oh wow. Those are ogres, aren't they? Oh, large orc. Oh wow, they look like ogres. Okay, so these things are tougher. Let's see how we do. We're doing okay, actually. We're doing okay. Oh, let's run away a bit. It's always a good idea to only face one monster at a time in ADOM. Tome. Okay, so now we're strained, so now it's worth dropping some stuff. Let's drop that hood. Let's drop one of that pair of brass knuckles. Oh, I didn't want to drop them all. Okay. How do I just drop one thing? How do I just drop one thing? D. I click on it, does that help? No, that just drops them all. Ah, I see, I see. So I think if I go capital B... Ah, there we go, I can pick up one. Cool, that's how it works. What else do we want to drop? Drop those leather boots. 0, 0, 0. Oh, 0, 0 doesn't do anything for me. Let's drop that rubbish dagger. And that other rubbish dagger. And... we're never actually going to use... Well, no, we're never going to use the 200 quarterstaff. Let's get rid of that. Do I really want this tome? We're still strained. Well, I might see how we do. We might sell some stuff before... If being overburdened causes us a problem, I'll drop some more stuff. But, I'd quite like to take as much of this loot with me as I can. Ooh, green gem. Another tome. Now, our class is an assassin, so I'm not sure there's any point us picking up spellbooks really. Oh, I might as well pick it up. I can always sell it. Another black helmet. I'll leave that one there. There's no way it's going to be as good as the one I picked up. So there's no point even picking it up. Because there's always a danger that it'll be cursed, which would be a horrible result. Any secret doors around here? No, I don't think so. I think that's the vault. Cleared. So that was straightforward. We got some decent loot from it. And that, unless there's any... No, nothing down there. I think we're now done with the puppy cave. That was a pretty good result. So... let's just fully explore... Oh no, there's a dark room there, wasn't there? So I think it's time to run back to the surface. Kill that raccoon. We should be able to get back to Torino without too many problems, he says. What's that? Is that a ghost bat? That's a ghost bat. Let's try and take that out with arrows. Okay, that didn't work. That did. Yep, let's leave. Ah. Gotta get past these two first. There we go. And hope the cobra ignores us. Good. Let's take these right. And let's get out of here as quickly as we can. Which way are the stairs? This way. It's a very odd room. How was that? Oh, it's, of course, this is the ant level. There's ants everywhere. Oh, was that... Did I just kill a blink dog? Ah, that's unfortunate. The corpses of blink dogs let you control teleportation. And they summon other blink dogs, so I really should have waited until it summoned some others to increase the chances of it leaving a corpse. Oh well, never mind. I'm sure we'll come across another one at some point. And there we go, back to the surface. So let's go to Torino and let's talk to the tiny girl and tell her the bad news. Have you found your puppy? Yeah, sorry. Do you want to tell her about it? Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, you're just going to carry on worrying about where a dog's gone. I've completed the quest to try rescuing the puppy dog. So I think if I'd got this sooner, I think the dog would have still been alive. But because we went to deal with the village carpenter first, the dog was dead by the time we got there. The tiny girl begins to weep bitterly. It's very sad. I'm lonely, need some company. Do you want to spend some time with her? Yes, I do. And let's give her her dog back as well. There you go. So you can see completing that quest has taken us from N- alignment to N+ alignment. So we're slowly heading towards lawful. We haven't really found any altars yet, so there's no real reason to be one alignment over the other. But well, that was a kind of successful completion of the puppy quest, in that we got there, we found the corpse, we got it back to the girl, and we found some good loot. In particular this helmet, which is very decent. Very decent. Our shield's rusty, which is a problem, which we might have to deal with at some point, but at least we picked up a wooden shield, which will do something if that breaks. So I think this is a good time to stop and save. We'll continue this adventure some other time.